Welcome back to TechMate. Copeland has gotten taller and better looking. No, this is Philip Elmer-DeWitt, Apple 2.0 blogger extraordinaire. We are here in San Francisco at the Apple iPad launch event. And here is the hardware. Let's talk about that first. Phil, what do you think about the feel of it, the look of it, the performance?
Well, it's an Apple product. It's built tight. It feels good. It's well machined. It feels sort of indestructible, although I wouldn't want to drop it on anything too hard. It's a cool piece of machinery.
Yeah, I really like the screen responsiveness and the brightness and the viewing angle on it. Apple says that they really worked to get the sort of screen that has a great viewing angle so you can share it with somebody else when you're looking at the photos or you're viewing a video, which I guess brings us to the software.
It's got a huge advantage because it runs most of the 140,000 apps that were made for the iPhone and the iPod Touch out of the box. It might run them smaller, but even when you double the pixel size and fill the screen, they still look pretty good.
I thought they looked really good. We're used to VGA quality video, on the web, and it looks kind of like VGA quality, maybe a little better than VGA quality.
Here, check out the here we are zooming in, and I discovered that someone stolen my backpack. It's not where I left it.
Now, to me, Phil, the most impressive thing about this device is the A4 silicon that Apple custom designed that powers this thing. It's a system on a chip, and the performance in terms of if you go through photo animations or video, just absolutely screams.
Right, and they didn't. We asked whether it was the guys from PA Semi that they bought that did the chip. They haven't answered it, but I suspect that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, one of the Apple executives kind of told me it was.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go, there you go. And the battery, because it's a low-powered chip, the battery life is supposedly, they say they can get 10 hours on it. They didn't say what they were doing for those 10 hours. Jobs claims that he could watch videos all the way from here to Tokyo and still have some juice in it. And what it's in off mode, it's good for a week, something like that, or a month, I forget. Anyway, so the battery life, the proof is in the pudding. You're going to take this on a plane and discover, exactly when the battery dies. But there you go.
And he did say a month. Now, pricing. What do you think about the pricing?
Well, someone leaked to the Wall Street Journal that it was going to be $1,000, which created a lot of room for him to surprise people. So $49 is the cheapest low-cost version of this.
$499.
$499
right.
For 16 gigs.
Which I wouldn't recommend that anybody buy, right?
Right. And the thing is, once you step up to the high-price model with the 64 gigs, once you throw in the $130 for the 3G version, once you pay $69 for the external keyboard that you're going to need if you want to do what we do for a living, we're up over $900.
Yeah, so the 64 gig will be $699, and then, the 3G is $130. The 3G version is $130 on top of that. And if you actually want to get 3G connectivity through AT&T, you'll pay $15 for 250 megabytes per month, and
unlimited is $39, I believe, or $29.
Yeah, $30 for unlimited.
It's pretty cheap, and they've done something new. Is that you don't have to buy a contract. You can start it and stop it any month you want. There were some groans in the crowd when they mentioned AT&T because their network is already overloaded, but the things are unlocked, and in theory, they'll run on anybody's GSM network. So Verizon is out of luck. T-Mobile, it might just work, and he says it might work in Europe out of the box.
You're in New York, and a lot of people in San Francisco absolutely hate AT&T coverage. I'm in San Jose, down in Silicon Valley, and my coverage is fine.
Hey, Brooklyn's good too. So
Brooklyn, all right, that's right.
So the question for me was, it's the question that Jobs asked: is has he created a new platform, a new mass market category that's between the smartphone and the MacBook and the laptop? And, it's hard to tell. The price seems good. The typing, for me, I couldn't type on this thing, but with the external keyboard, it might be. I guess it's sort of a price issue. You can get a MacBook for $999, and this thing, by the time you've got all the bells and whistles, you're talking about something not that much cheaper. But if you can live with the $499 version, This could be a game. The thing is, you can't fit it in your pocket.
So my question was, is this going to replace the iPod Touch, or is this going to replace my laptop? And I think the answer is neither. So it is a new category. The question is it a big category? And $500, I don't know that it is. But how quickly can it get down to $200 is my question. That's sort of the magic price point where it really starts to attract the mass market. And hey, who knows? With wireless carrier subsidies or publisher subsidies, maybe they can get there in a couple of years. I don't know. That's TechMate.